friend, welcome to the Motivation Zone at Freedom. Have you ever felt like your mind is so full that there's no room for anything new? In today's fast-paced world, we often carry so many thoughts, opinions, and beliefs that we leave no space for fresh ideas or deeper wisdom. Sometimes, to truly grow, we must first empty our minds. Today, I want to share with you a powerful Zen story that illustrates this lesson perfectly. It's the story of a Zen master named Nanin and a university professor who came seeking wisdom but learned an unexpected truth instead. Nanin, a Zen master known for his deep wisdom and serene presence, lived a quiet life of simplicity. One day, a university professor, eager to expand his knowledge of Zen, visited the master. The professor had spent years studying Zen philosophy in books and was filled with confidence that he was ready to grasp its deeper meaning. He believed that through his academic achievements, he could understand Zen on an intellectual level, and so he sought the teachings of Nanin. As they sat across from each other, the professor was ready to receive what he thought would be profound insights. The room was still, and the professor, filled with expectation, prepared himself for the master's guidance. What the professor didn't realize, however, was that the lesson was about to come in an unexpected form. Without a word, Nanin began preparing tea. His actions were slow and deliberate, reflecting the mindfulness that was central to Zen practice. The professor observed the ritual, waiting for words of wisdom. As Nanin poured the tea, the cup quickly filled, but the master continued pouring. The tea rose to the brim and then began to spill over the edges, flowing onto the table. Yet, Nanin didn't stop. He kept pouring, the tea spilling everywhere, while the professor's mind raced, wondering why the master was letting this happen. The sight of the overflowing cup seemed absurd to him, a wasteful action that didn't match his expectations of the discipline and order of Zen teachings. Unable to hold back his frustration, the professor finally spoke. "It is over full. No more will go in." His voice carried both confusion and irritation. To him, it was clear that the cup was overflowing, and it seemed equally clear that the master's actions were wrong. In this moment, the professor could no longer contain his own assumptions about what should be happening. He believed he understood the process of pouring tea, but what he didn't realize was that this act was not about the tea at all. Nanin calmly set the teapot down, smiling gently as he looked at the professor. "Dear friend," he said softly, "like this cup, you are full of your own opinions and speculations. How can I show you Zen unless you first empty your cup?" The professor sat back, his earlier frustration slowly fading as the master's words began to sink in. In this simple act of pouring tea, Nanin conveyed a profound truth. The cup represented the professor's mind, already filled to the brim with knowledge, opinions, and preconceptions. Just as no more tea could enter a full cup, no new wisdom could be absorbed by a mind cluttered with its own assumptions. Dear friend, the lesson here is clear. Before we can truly learn or grow, we must first create space by letting go of what we think we know.